So we might have made a little mistake with these canopies. How's it going, everybody? Tucker with Tucker's Timbers back with another video. Today we're out in the snow getting some work done, and me and Dad got here this morning and we realized all my canopies had about an inch thick layer of ice on them, because we get that lake effect type of style of snow where I'm at. So all my canopies were really sagging and it was bad, like that guy. So we were like, crap, we got to figure out something to do about this, right? So we're like, well, we can either scrap the canopies, put a tarp over the wood, and call that good, or we could put 2x4s up, make a base of some sort. But then the trick is, when I sell the wood, I have to get rid of this, what's holding up the canopy tarps, right? But anyways, we knocked the snow off of these back ones here, this guy and that guy, so they're good. But this is what we're gonna do. It's free and it doesn't take nothing. We straight up just stack the wood up so it's propping up the canopies. Because I figured, Dad put it this way: we have three things that we're trying to accomplish, right? Keep the canopies good, keep the wood dry, and sell the wood. So if we can keep the canopies all together, keep the wood dry, we'll figure out how to sell the wood when the time comes. You know what I mean? So he put it that way, and that was a really good way of thinking of it in my head. So I was like, yeah, and we can store more wood. We can keep it dry for longer. So I'm gonna do the same thing right here. Just take these front two rows and stack them up a little bit, and just prop this canopy up a little bit, because I thought about the snow, but I didn't think about kind of the ice layer that would be on top, or under the snow, excuse me. So that really weighs down these canopies, and I don't think they'd make it through, to be honest. I didn't think about that. I was just thinking about a solution to get these covered, and I guess I could have just threw a tarp over the top, really. But you know, you live and you learn, you know what I mean? So that's okay. We're gonna do with what we got now. And in my head, we're just keeping more wood dry. So Dad's going to move some of the scraps out of the way, get it out, and then we're going to process a little bit of cherry today as well. But for right now, I'm going to move these and prop them up, and I'll see you guys after that, okay? It's a big day today. Michigan plays Ohio State, so I am a State fan, but I really don't like Ohio State. So it's 10 already, so we got to get moving here. So but anyways, that's kind of the mistake that I made here. I didn't really think about that too much. But yeah, we still got to get some work done today. Get some more of this cherry split and stacked up in here all nice. But yeah, you can see how saggy that guy is over there. So I'm going to get to stacking and propping them up, and then I'll see you guys after that. All right, well, only took me about 10 minutes. Got this much done. I think that'll hold up pretty well. Truly, you know. I know it's kind of a whatever fix, but I put these pieces, see them all pointing kind of up towards the roof. Those should support it really, really well. So I mean, yeah, that's a pretty dumb mistake that I just made there, but what can you do? You know, it's my first real winter having like a real wood yard out here that I have to kind of manage myself. So we're learning as we go. And these canopies are good for 3/4 of the year, so I don't think it was a mistake to buy them. I just think it was a mistake to think that they could be good on their own throughout the winter time. And I mean, they're still standing, nothing's happened yet, but today we're supposed to get just about a foot of snow. So yeah, but under here I have 20 face cords of all oak and cherry seasoned, and that's going to be sold this winter. Same goes for over there. I have 4 full cords of oak and cherry that's seasoned up under there. It's just not stacked, so we had to move that quick. But Yeah, so I have, what's that, 6 cord, just about 7 cord here. And then, so I have 21 full cords. No, stupid. I have, sorry, 4 plus 7, I have just about 11 full cord. I was gonna say 21, that's pretty good. I have just about 11 full cords to go out this winter, and 2 full cords of hardwoods that are just about seasoned by now. Already splitting on the ground, but I'm thinking I might take this winter and just sell the oak and cherry that I got and just kind of build up a stock of hardwoods, because hardwoods are a lot more successful when it's not the winter time. So and I can always upsell people to oak and cherry for the winter time, because they're going to want to buy wood that's going to keep them warmer, you know what I mean? And I'm going to sell this stuff for a very, very, very high premium price, because it's the best wood in town right now. Not even close. So yeah, today we're going to split up some more of this cherry. And what I'm finding is the snow really doesn't affect the inside of the wood until, you know, a long period of time. But I'll show you guys. Like this cherry log, that's still good in the inside, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna split that, stack it up here, and then sell it with all this stuff. That's for sure. So yeah, that because those cherry logs have been cut for a long time. There goes Dad. He's gonna move some of this stuff. But yeah, I'll show you guys what I've got going here. It's just a really silly mistake. Like I'll show you guys this canopy. This is that oak and cherry as well. But in here you can really see those canopies. They're really sagging. And I mean, this bin, we could just fill it up absolutely to the max and then support it that way. But I don't know. I don't really know how that would work with the processor putting it right here, leading up to the storage. I think we probably could do that, but I should consider that actually. Now that I say it out loud, we could do that. But I'm kind of thinking that this storage right here is gonna be like my test dummy for this year, to just see how this canopy is gonna want to hold up in the winter, just without any wood holding it up or whatever, like we just did with that other canopy today. But yeah, it was a big mistake, or at least it could be, who knows. But this stuff in here, this stuff is really, really good stuff. This stuff was all free. I got all this wood for free, and it's been cut and split for over a year now. I cut and split it last winter. So see all that cherry, how dark it is? It's all cherry and oak, and then there's a tiny bit of maple. But other than that, it's the best of the best right in here. It's the best you're gonna get in the winter time for sure. But that is if the canopy decides to hold up. But let's go to the hardwood. I'll show you guys what I currently have stacked up and split already. And this hardwood is sitting right around 22% right now, so I could sell it because it'll burn still at 22, but people, you know, whatever. But yeah, this stuff's really good too. Smells real nice too. But yeah, it's still gonna get that airflow. Somebody was talking about the tarps on the sides are bad for the airflow, but they're really loose. All they're meant to do is just keep that snow out. So and they're doing a good job of that. The back row is tough to keep snow off of for sure, but it's okay. It's doing its job the best that it can. So but yeah, next winter time, I really have to figure out a good system that I can use summer and winter, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to have to tarp all my firewood. I leave my firewood uncovered in the summer. So it's like, if I put up all these canopies, then the summer comes around and I still have to use the canopies, you know what I mean? But I love the summer because it's so easy with firewood, because you just leave it uncovered and the sunlight really seasons it and stuff like that. But But then when winter comes around, I can't just leave my firewood. I should have just done tarps in the winter, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, that would have been a good idea, but I already had canopies out here, and I just like the way it looks out here instead of, you know, some crappy tarps laying around. But who knows, I may have overthought this with the canopies. I could have just done tarps and it would have been fine, but or maybe it wouldn't have been fine. Maybe there would have been some stuff with the tarps that would have been a downfall, you know, more of a negative than the canopies maybe. But you guys let me know, okay? You guys let me know what your winter setups are and how you transition from the summer to the winter time. If you keep the same setup or if you do something different in the winter, just let me know, because, you know, this is a new thing for me, the whole winter, having more than 10 cord to manage out here. So just let me know. All right, it's my first big winter with a big stock. So and I still want to sell throughout the winter, obviously, because I'm a firewood guy, you know what I mean? But I mean, if I have to, I'll just sell all that I can sell, and then that'll be it for the winter time, and then I'll work my day job more often, and then I'll come back to firewood really hard when the spring comes. But I don't want to do that, because I just bought a big processor and it's fun to use, and we're going to use it today. And yeah, so good news is I have, like I said, 11 cords of really good wood that hopefully I'm going to get right around $400 a cord delivered for. So that's my goal with that kind of stuff. I'm going to mark it up a little bit because that's still really, really good stuff. Maybe I'm overreacting for no reason, but this really disturbs me. These tarps looking like this. So, but like I said, this bin right here, or this storage, is kind of going to be the test dummy for this winter time. If it holds up, it holds up, and don't have to worry about it. But, you know, obviously I'm going to worry because I want to build this business and I want to sell this stuff this winter too. So, but anyways, I'm just sharing with you guys a little mistake or bump in the road that we're coming across right now. But that's no problem. We'll figure it out. You know what I mean? We're resilient around here. We'll be fine. We'll figure it out. I promise. But anyways, appreciate you guys. All right. I'll catch you in the next video. Check out the other videos I have posted. Sorry, nose itched. I post a long form video every day. I'm probably going to go live today as well once we whip this processor out. But appreciate you guys. Take it easy. All right. Stay warm. Go get yourself some good firewood. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next video.